Hi, you're in the air. Can I help you?
Yeah, and have you paid any attention to what you're reading right there? I mean, is there anything about the sound of it that kind of strikes a chord with you?
Well, that's what I'm asking, Joe. And you and I talked about this. It just the timing of the first release, and then I don't know. You tell me. What am I missing here?
It just smells like they goofed up. That first release was not supposed to be for public consumption. I think that first release was supposed to be for all the ardent DD supporters.
Okay.
And it would have their talking points so that when the poll came out, they would know how to respond to it.
Right.
And I think it got sent out as a general press release but I don't think it was intended to be that. I think it was intended to go to their operatives only.
Well, we got
Look what it's saying, other takeaway points. You know, they're loading the pump for somebody there.
Which one is this? The early one or the second one? I'm looking at what you just said. I couldn't follow. Tell me that again. So what was that again?
The first one, the early one.
Yeah, the early one. Yeah, got it.
I think that's the one that was sent out by mistake to the general media. I think that one was only supposed to go out to the strong supporters of Didi.
Oh.
They knew that this poll was going to come out, and they wanted all their supporters to be saying the same thing.
I gotcha.
Win. Or, the opposition's been slamming Didi with all their negative press. Right. They wanted everybody saying the same thing.
Right.
Sending this just out to the supporters, it was like when you make a mistake on the email and you hit the reply all button.
Oh, God. Worst nightmare.
And I think what happened, I think he pushed the button to send it to just the general media rather than just the supporters. Because they got egg on their face with that stupid thing coming out in advance of the poll. It makes them look like they were terrified of the poll.
Yeah. No, it looks like they were expecting worse results, and then they ate their words. But the first one really doesn't seem right.
Sent out their spin notice to their people. It just went to too many people.
Here's the thing, though, Joe. If she is going to reaffirm her pledge to John McHugh's legacy, why isn't John McHugh campaigning for her?
He's not going to endorse anybody, apparently. He's staying out of this completely, as far away from it as he can, because he is now the seating Army Secretary, and it would be inappropriate for the sitting Secretary of the Army to be out there doing endorsements for any political candidate.
But every president in the history of the United States has always endorsed other candidates during their realm.
Presidents can do it because they're also the head of their party at the time.
Right.
John McHugh now is just another bureaucrat. Other bureaucrats can't go out there campaigning.
Yeah. Does John McHugh care whether or not a Republican takes his seat? Does he care?
He's got other headaches right now.
Right, that's what I'm saying. I mean, no, I don't think he cares.
I'm sure he does.
And I don't buy that. Jim Wright came in, and even though he was a lobbyist, he came in at the last minute to campaign for Barkley.
How come the old... Oh, there's the cop.
Uh-oh. Police officer.
So how come the old players for the Red and Black keep checking out on how the team's doing?
I don't know. Why do they?
Because they were a part of that team, and wherever they go in life, they're always going to have an interest.
That's true.
John McHugh was part of the Republican team in Congress, and wherever he goes, he's still always going to have an interest in how the old team was doing.
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't think he's going to turn his...
Is it an unwritten law that he can't come out of it? His title as Secretary of the Army, and is that an unwritten law?
Well, I think it's a written law, to tell you the truth, and I can't remember the name of it, but there is a law that's federal employees from actively campaigning in politics.
Okay, well, I was unaware of that, and I think it's somewhat odd that the Republicans are divided already. They got Hoffman, he's the Ross Perot of this campaign. He's going to steal at least 6 points. She's up by 7. And again, the Siena poll had Albertine way over Renzi, and that was not the case. So if I'm Scozzafava and I know the Democrats downstate sitting high and mighty in one of Jim Levin's buildings down there, she's got to be worrying about, first of all, that his message has gotten out there. I got another link to talk to about here from Ted Ford.
Well, but what you also have is you're looking at the wrong numbers. You're looking at Didi's lead. The real numbers in there are the undecideds, and that's at like 40%.
Yeah, that's huge.
Huge number right now. So, she has the lead, but the trick is how are you going to get those undecideds to make a jump?
Why isn't she aggressively campaigning?
I don't know. I can't read her mind.
Oh, come on, Joe.
Honestly, I mean, I can't read any candidate's mind. I can never figure out why they campaign the way they do.
Yeah. I think she's sitting on a reputation and the fact that she's well known amongst most of the constituents in the 23rd.
they might think that that's good enough. But, I mean,
so did Rudolph Giuliani. He thought, I could start in Florida. Who needs Iowa?
Around Syracuse.
Right.
I hope it was going to be outside of her home district.
Right.
So, yeah.
I don't know. This is an Obama world.
It's open for Hoffman, and we're supporting Doug all the way.
There you go.
There we go. Bye.
That's Joe Brass, ladies and gentlemen. Hi, you're in the air. Can I help you?